I'm here to teach you how to expand and compress logarithms. We have two problems right here, one for expansion and one for compression. We'll start with expansion. Think of expanding a logarithm, such as this one written up here, as distribution of your logarithm to whatever is in your argument. We'll start with distributing this to the numerators. Log 2 will become log 2x. Because this is being multiplied by x, it would just simply be log 2x. And then the same thing with the y, and since these are being multiplied in the numerator, we would add them in the expansion. So that would become log base 2 y3. Now we have this 2 to deal with. And remember when I said that the multiplication up here, when written out, will be addition? Well, in division, the 2 will be subtracted from these numbers back here, so that will be minus log 2, and that's expansion. What we're going to do for compression is exactly the opposite of what we were doing for expansion. Instead of expanding an already compressed logarithm, we are compressing an already expanded logarithm. Here's an example on the board. We notice that each of these have a base, which is 10. It isn't written as 10 because that would be arbitrary in its nature. We look at this first part here before we do anything else for one reason. There's a 3 out before this log. What does that mean? It means that this is going, when this is compressed in an argument, this is going to be the exponent of this x right here. And all of these we just leave alone and we would write into the argument as we usually would do. How do we do that? We know that each of these have like bases, as I've already established, so that will go on the outside of our argument. And now, according to what we have here, which is 2 negatives, that would mean that we have 1 on the numerator here, the x cubed, and 2 on the denominator. We would write that out in the argument as such. The x cubed in the numerator, and the 2 and the 4 in the denominator. Now you'll notice that they're still being multiplied. That's because if we have 2 subtraction signs here, they would both go on the denominator and they would be multiplied like they would do. So we would simplify it over here. Log of 10 with an argument of x cubed over 8. And that is how we expand and compress logarithms.